Okay, so in this video I want to be showing you how to hide your tummy even without wearing girdle, no matter your size. Okay, now if you are a small size person, size 8, size 10, you can still watch the video to learn how to make jumpsuit. But this, just stay glued to this, to your phone. Let me show you the tips and the tricks you can use. If you have a well-defined shoulder, it depends on how crazy you can go with your own jumpsuit. You can decide to make it come very, very low, that your cleavage will be showing. Let me talk to you guys again. You have stretch mark, you are fat, you are this. Let me tell you, some guys they there, then they trip. Some guys are tripping for that extra flesh. So please show it. Show it. And the more you try to show your flesh when you are on the fleshy part, the more you flaunt your size, the more sexy and beautiful you will become. The more you want to hide your body, the more bulkier and the more mamaish you are going to look. Okay, there is this trending gown I made illustration of. I'll put it in the description box. You can go watch it out. It's a plus size lady with a very hot flare gown that it's above the knee. Honestly, if you see her, you will love her. But let's assume that she wants to say, oh, I'm very fat and I want to cover out to the ground. You can imagine how she'll be looking like. So with a little bit of exposed flesh and hair and there, with a little bit of high heel, babe, you'll be the hottest girl. Guys will turn to watch. So I want to show you in this video how you're going to hide that extra tummy, extra flesh, and still show the extra flesh, and it will be looking very beautiful. So join me on this tutorial while we go ahead that. Now, number one trick is this thing about jumpsuit. If you wear and they need a piece, now lie. You can actually attach a little bit of zip underneath. So when you zip it open, you spread your leg and you do your thing. You zip it back and you stand up. I actually wear my own jumpsuit from morning till night, and I ease myself anywhere I feel like I want to ease. So number one tip is attach zip underneath your trouser, that's in between your thigh. Attach another extra small zip there. It could be trouser zip, it could be skirt zip for your comfort. Attach it there. When you want. Number two is when you are making jumpsuit, please avoid the waist area. For your trouser pattern part of the jumpsuit, avoid the waist area. It doesn't really augur well if you are not really a figure 8 person. Okay, so if you are a big tummy person, if you have tummy, please avoid the area. Make the trouser part of your jumpsuit high waist. Okay, so now I'll be working on my normal small size measurement. Okay, and the first thing I have to do is to insert my borderline. So I want, now this is my trouser pattern. This is actually now my waistline. Avoid the waist area for this particular style. So you are going to be making it a high waist. Okay, if you can add side pocket, it will help highlight the hip area. That is for those of us that do not have extra hips. Okay, now you have inserted your borderline. The next thing for you to insert is your crotch depth. Okay, now for the crotch depth for this particular jumpsuit, crotch is normal. For normal trouser, crotch is hip divided by 4. Okay, hip divided by 4. Now because it's a jumpsuit and it's actually a high waist, no matter the size, add extra 5 inches for ease. Now if the person is a size hip circumference is 50, add extra 7 inches, okay, to the person's crotch measurement. Crotch measurement is hip divided by 4. Now because it's a jumpsuit and also a high waist, add the lowest you can add is 5 inches. So if the person's hip is 40, divided by 4 is going to be giving you 10. Add 5 inches, making 15 inches, so that the person can sit down comfortably and properly. Now if you can, make it 6, but 5 inches is okay. So 5 inches will eat. And then again, I always tell people, is for you to be on the safer side. Okay, it's better for your measurement to be longer than it is shorter. Now if you go and check some ready-made jumpsuit you are seeing on the trouser on the road, you find out that when you wear it, it will tight you from the under, from the crotch side. You won't be able to move properly well, and most times the V area of your hip line will be showing. That's not too good. If you look at this trouser, you see that the person is very very free in it. Okay, the person is very very free in it. So for a size 50 circumference, make it 7 inches, but for a size 40 to 45, make it 5 inches. Okay, now the crotch depth for this person is 15, so we mark it out. But what we're going to aid us to mark our hip line, our crotch line, is our hip measurement, and it's hip measurement divided by 4. Okay, now for the hip measurement, for my hip measurement divided by 4, this is what I got. Okay, divided by 4, this is what I got. Okay, so I connect it. Okay, I connect it. Now this is my crotch depth of 15 inches. Okay, so I just mark it out like so. Okay, I mark it out like so. Now I will extend this line this way. Okay, from now, this is my crotch depth. Hip measurement is always 2 or 3 inches above this particular line. So let's say 3 inches above this particular line. This is my hip measurement. Now, why this hip measurement here is important is for us to be able to insert our curve. But this particular trouser is free. You don't really need extra measurement or carefulness, but let's just do it the normal way. Now, lap your thigh. We mark our thigh. Our thigh measurement is always 3 inches or 2 inches below the crotch line. So this is our crotch line and this is our hip line. We now measure 3 inches below and we mark our thigh, which is our lap. Okay, this is our lap. Okay, to make our trouser curve. Okay, to make our trouser curve, when you do hip divided by 4, whatever you get, divide it again by 4 will give you what you are going to mark here. Hip divided by 4, 40 divided by 4, you got 10. That same 10 divided by 4 again is going to give you 2.5 inches, and you mark your 2.5 inches exactly somewhere around here. Okay, now you use your free hand, or you still use the 1 inch 1.5 inch measurement from here, but because this trouser is just a free trouser, we are going to use our free hand to curve it out like so. Okay, we curve it out like so. Now you now measure your thigh measurement. Your round thigh, make it very free, because as you can see, this thigh is free. Okay, make it very free, or you just take it down from here and take it down straight that way. Okay, you just take it down from here down to, but let's just say, okay, I measured and then I got 30. My thigh is going to be 30 divided by 2. Thigh is divided by 2, hip is divided by 4, waist is divided by 4. Okay, now my thigh measurement is 15, right? Thigh measurement is 15, and then I mark it somewhere around here. Now I have to add my hip curve, and for me to add my hip curve, I have to insert my waist measurement. Now waist measurement is waist divided by 4. Okay, now you are not going to be adding seam allowances. In trouser pattern, we don't add seam allowances. Is when you are done, you will now add all your seam allowance once, and it's always very advisable to make your seam allowance not to be more than 1 inch. Okay, so for us to get this waist measurement, it is waist divided by 4. Okay, if you are going to be adding that, you add the that. Okay, plus, because you are going to be removing that. Now waist divided by 4, whatever you got, you add 1 inch that intake, and that is all. So now we are going to be marking that out, and here I marked it out like this. Okay, now I will use my curved ruler to add my curve. Okay, and now I have created my hip curve. Now from here I will just curve out this one down, and then I take it down the way I like it. As you can see, that particular trouser does not have, it does not have a it does not have knee measurement. Okay, they just took it down. Remember that 15 inches is what we made the crotch depth, and that 15 inches, it's now, it has gone up to, made it go up to high waist. If not, this is where it's supposed to end, but because of the 15 inches, it has made this trouser to be high waist. Now for us to impute our grid line, which is the line that we carry the dart, okay, we measure from this area, okay, to this area. Whatever you get the middle point of it, which is here. Now I will measure from here to here and take it up and mark exactly whatever I got here. Okay, whatever I got here, I take it up and mark it here. I take it around here and I mark it again, so that I can be able to impute my line. Okay, so that I can be able to impute my line. Then you connect it like so. You connect it straight down. Okay, now remember that for the dart is 1/2 inch by this side, 1/2 inch by this side, and then we connect it like so. Okay, and this is the front pattern that is ready. So we cut it out in 2 places that unfold on our fabric. Now let's go ahead to cut it out. And we set it aside. Our front pattern is ready. Okay, now for us to create the back pattern, okay, for us to create the back pattern, now this is what we do. Place your front pattern on your pattern paper like so. Okay, now you measure from here. Okay, this tutorial is just a quick one, so you measure from here. Okay, you extend it by 2 inches this way. Now take it, measure 2 inches from here and go down by 0.5 inch around here. You mark it. Now you then coming to this place, you get the center line of this place. When you get the center, measure from here, okay, to here, and you get the center line. You mark it. Now from this center line, you will go up by 2 inches, okay, and you connect with a straight line. Okay, you connect with a straight line. Now this area, you are going to extend this place again by 2 inches. Now whatever you have here, from here to here, okay, whatever you have from here, from this edge of the trouser to this edge of the trouser, okay, whatever you have there, you will place it like so, okay, and mark it out on this particular line. You see? Okay, now you connect nicely down. Okay, you connect nicely down. Now you will gently take up this one. Okay, you will gently take it up. Okay, take up the front line and you connect it like so. Now this one will go, you will connect it nicely like so. I'm using my free hand because this particular trouser is a free hand trouser. It's not something difficult. Okay, this is your back pattern now. So you label it, the front, and you label this, the back. Okay, then you set it out as you work on the top part of the jumpsuit. Okay, so this is my pattern paper for the front part. Now if you are a plus size person, I will advise that you make the flare to come down, but you still have the option of making the flare to hang. As you can see, this particular flare came down very well, and because it came down very well, what you have under is not now a bustier, because it's almost not showing. Okay, so it became very free for the person. But if you don't want your own to come down this way and you want your own flare to just hang on your chest, that means you must have to cut your breast area to be bustier, so that it will give fitting. Okay, so I want to talk about cutting it to be a bustier, because if, let's even mark out our, so this is my borderline, like I used to say. Okay, this is my borderline and this is my neckline. Okay, this is my shoulder line, and I come down by 1 inch. Okay, then I extend my shoulder line. This is my bust line. This is my under bust. Okay, and this is supposed to be my waistline. Okay, but because we took this trouser a little bit above the waistline, which is 2 inches, let's just know that this is where our top will end. Okay, this is where our top is going to end. We are going to eat 2 inches into this top. Okay, had it been that the the trouser remains on the waist area, then our own can still come down on the waist area. But now the trouser extended into the top, so this top is going to be shortened by 2 inches. Now, this is exactly what I was saying. If you want your own flare to come down to this area, then it's fine. You just have to put probably just side that and waist that, and that is all. But if you want it to be hanging, then you have to create it to be a bustier. So I want to show us how to create it to be a bustier. Now you are going to be coming in here by 1/2 inch, like we used to do. Okay, we are going to be coming in by 1/2 inch, and then we mark our bust divided by 4 plus 2 inches allowance. Okay, of the armhole. Okay, so that we'll be able to mark where the armhole is ending. We hold on. Now we are going to be connecting the bust line to the middle of the armhole. Okay, and we are going to be connecting like so. Okay, now remember that I told you that when working on the under bust, you have to come down by 1 inch, and this is our 1 inch. So I'm removing 1 inch from here, I'm removing 1 inch from here, and then I connect it like so. I connect it like so. Okay, now the same 1 inch you remove from here, you remove from here, and I'm marking it like so. So I will use my ruler to connect. Guys, you know that when you are doing your own, you will not have to be using your actual measurement. Okay, so this is just a mini measurement. Now when you are doing under bust divided by 4 plus 2 inches allowance, you will, here I have marked all my, I removed 1/2 inch from here and removed 1/2 inch from here, and then I connected. Remember to curve out all your lines and make sure that there's no sharp connection. Now you determine your neckline. Okay, if you don't want too much cleavage to be showing, you can come down by 5 inches, 6 inches, but I want mine as low as 7 inches. Some people want theirs even as low as 8 inches, 9 inches. Okay, so here I will come down by 7 inches. Now I will connect to where I want it to the off shoulder. Some people connect as high as however you want, but I want mine to come down. Okay, so I'm connecting it right to the almost a little bit above of the armhole. Okay, to the half of the armhole. Okay, now I will cut it out. guys, this is what I have cut out. So when you want to place it on your fabric, you put your fabric on hold, unfold. This side is unfold, but this side is not unfold. It's just two pieces. So when you cut out, you notch it, because when you are joining it, these particular areas must align. Okay, it must align for you to have the shape that you really want. Now I'm going to be showing you how to calculate shoulder. Now for that client, wherever you want that off shoulder, this neckline to be, you measure it round. Okay, let's assume that you measured 30. Okay, let's assume that you measured 30. Now you are going to measure from here. Just make it, if you measure 30, make it 35. Okay, make it 35. Now on the sleeve area of the neckline, you are going to be adding elastic. Okay, you will add elastic on the sleeve, the two sleeve areas. This is so that it will hug the person. If you do not add elastic, it might be shaking or be shifting, but if you add elastic, it will hug the person. Okay, so let's assume that we are making out our band. So we cut out our band. Since we are adding elastic, you really do not need to cut it on bias, because anyhow it's going to lap. Okay, so this is how it's going to be looking like. Okay, you attach your band. Remember that if you like, you can add stay inside. Adding stay is just to give it a little bit of flare. So you are going to be cutting this length, this 30 inches you measured for your client. You cut it into two pieces, then you lay the inner one with your stay, then you join it together, and you have this long length. And this is how you are going to, this is how it's going to be. Okay, this is how it's going to be. It will be going around the shoulder, and you are joining it at the back. But the beauty of this is for when you made it a bustier. If you made it very free, that okay, what is inside does not really have shape. Okay, what you have here does not really have shape, that you just cut it anyhow. You can just cut it without adding all these dots. Okay, you can cut it without adding all these dots. For a plus size person, you can cut it. That means the flare is going to come down. Okay, that means the flare is coming down, hiding that the inner one does not have shape. So you just cut it in form of a tube. Now you will place this one on it. Okay, you will just sew this one on it. Now that flare that you are seeing that is in front, that flare was sewn. You place the flare this way. Okay, let's even just know that okay, this is the band now, and this band is going to be attached to this place. The remaining will go this way and the other way. Okay, now I have cut out my band. Now let's talk about the flare. Okay, let's talk about the flare. Now for you to make the flare in ready to wear business, we don't like wasting fabric. In fact, most times four yards have already made your fabric for you. So what you do is you make a small circle. Just get a piece of material. Okay, you make a small circle this way. Okay, make a small circle this way. Okay, then from here, okay, I want my flare to be 4 inches wide, to be 5 inches wide, to be 7 inches wide. Now I'll start measuring it. Whatever wideness I want my own to be 1 inch wide. I start measuring from here. Measure from here. You keep measuring. Remember that the first one, from this C that you curved like this, it was from this C you measure this one. You place here, you measure 1 inch. You place here, you measure 1 inch. That's how you keep measuring it. Okay, you measure 1 inch again this way. You measure it measure 1 inch again this way, you put it on top of this one, you measure 1 inch. Now you are going to connect this one like so, connect it like so, connect it like so, connect it like so, you connect it like so. Okay, now you measure 1 inch, you measure 1 inch, you measure 1 inch. Okay, you connect it like so, connect it like so, connect it like so, you connect it like so. Okay, you measure 1 inch, you keep measuring it like that. Place here 1 inch, place here 1 inch, you place here, okay, 1 inch. Okay, you keep connecting it, connecting it. Don't worry if it's not smooth, I will tell you what to do. Okay, this is called flounce. I'm creating my flounce, and I'm showing you the easy way of creating the flounce, so that you won't go and be wasting your material and wasting so much time. Okay, in ready to wear business, you don't waste so much time, because in a day you might be creating up to 20 or 30. Okay, when you are into ready to wear business and you are in a place like Idumota Island, nobody has time to start calculating. I'm just telling you what we do here in Idumota. Okay, so at the end of the day, you will place back side facing this way. Okay, after you have finished placing the back side facing this way and you stitch it, then you turn it back down. That is all for your this particular jumpsuit. Then you attach your pocket and your gown is ready. Then you take it to your fabric and you cut out on the pattern. Okay, so this is it for us. This is our jumpsuit complete. Okay, let's cut it out on the pattern, on the fabric, so that you see how it looks like.